Hello. Have you ever not been able to find the color shoe you want and the style that you wanted in? I have the perfect solution, but it will take some work. Today, I will be showing you how to paint a shoe whatever color you want, any style you want. Let's get into it. First, you'll need a table or a hard surface. Obviously, you will need shoes and paint. To prepare, you need a cup of water so that when you want to change color with your brushes, you can do that if necessary. The paint I use is called studio paint, and the brushes can be picked up from your local Walmart. But when I paint, I like to stay clean. So before we start painting, please put on old clothes, old shirt, find an old towel, old sweatpants, or whatever, and cover the table. I use newspaper, but you can use any material you have laying around the house, or because we don't want mom to be mad. So after we have everything set up and ready to go, let's get into the painting. For my demo, I'll be using a pair of Timberland boots. Not because these are easier to paint, it's just because I outgrown them and they're just laying around collecting dust. Alright, so first you need to take an old dirty towel that you can find that hasn't been used or anything, and you need a bowl of bleach. Bowl of bleach is to wipe off any residue that we don't see on top of the boot. So first you would dip the towel into the bleach, rinse that out, and then just apply it. Just start rubbing it on there, clean as good as you can all the way around the boot. If you're using a pair of Timberland boots, the boot should be wet like this, so you know you're cleaning it. If you need to, you can dip in some more bleach. Just we want the boot as clean as possible, so the paint will stick. So once you do that all the way around the boot should be a different color than the dry parts. Once you have that, you need another towel just to dry it. So once you dry all the way around, you put those towels away, if it's cleaned all the way. And then you take the first paintbrush. I haven't used these in a while, so the bristles are stiff, so you would dip it in the water cup just to loosen up the bristles, so your painting will be more easier, it will look more smoother. Okay. And then you would pick what color you want to paint the shoe. So I'm going to pick black since it's the closest one to me. And then it's wet, so your first coat will look nice, but it won't look nice to your liking. I prefer 3 coats because once you do your 3 coats, it really smoothens out the whole shoe. So I'm applying my first coat, I just brush. And then when you're painting, brush in the same motion. So if I'm painting to the left, brush in the same way every single time, so it won't look messy. So once you get the black paint that I'm using, just brush in the same way. The first coat, you don't want to keep brushing over the same spot. You want to brush everywhere. Brush everywhere. And then these little spots that the big brush can't get, you get a pack of these. These all come in one pack, by the way. These all come in one pack, all different sizes. And for the little nooks and crannies, you would get the smaller brush. Bristles are, once again, they're hard. So I'll dip them in water, get them wet, get the black paint. The places that the big brush can't get, the little brush can get. See, the first coat, it looks nice, but not to my liking. So it's like, as you can see on the boot, like these parts right here aren't all the way covered because I've painted over these more than once. So I'm going to keep going all the way around the boot. And then you do this. Say I want to change the color, I would dip the brush in the water cup, take the towel, or you might have to do this a couple times just to get all the black out of the brush. And then say I wanted to use the red paint. I would get it wet first, dry it off, and apply red paint. And you have to do this more than once. You can use any color you want. I just have red, black, gold. So the gold really wouldn't show up on this colored boot, so that's why I'm not using that one. And you can paint any color you want to. That's right. Okay, we're done with this. And once you paint it and the first layer is done, then you want to wait 45 minutes to an hour. So wait for it to dry, the first coat, wait for the first coat to dry, and then apply your second coat. Wait 45 minutes to an hour, apply a third coat. By the third coat, your boot should look smooth. There should be no parts that you didn't cover with the paint, and you should be able to wear your boot. After you finish all 3 coats, leave it by the heater or outside for it to dry all the way. And when you're wearing your shoes, paint it. Try to stay away from, puddles. Try to stay out of the snow because the paint will start to chip and it will come off easy. But if you couldn't find the color shoe you like and you didn't want to spend all that money to get it customized and stuff, you could just try painting on old shoes that you don't need anymore, can't fit, and get better and better. And then once you finish, you can customize shoes to your liking and want to spend all that money on customizing shoes. I'm going to show you some examples of my customizing. I'm not an expert, but I'm trying, and that's all that matters. So here are some examples of the ones that I've painted. You see, these are some old Air Force Ones. I painted them all red with the Studio Red paint, and I used a big brush up from the pack. So I painted all this, 3 coats, wait for it to dry, 45 minutes to an hour, and then my black Studio paint, I went over and did little polka dots all over the shoe. Another example are some Simpson boots. These are the other ones of these. You see there's a cross on it with God on the side, love and red paint with black outline, and then rest in peace Cootie with a heart. This is my grandmother. And then this is heart over height, something that my grandmother used to go by because she was short and she had a lot of heart in her though. So that's how you customize shoes to your liking. Don't forget, don't wear them in puddles, snow, then you know where not to wear them because the paint will chip and your shoes start to look messed up. Make sure you remember to wear old clothes, cover up the table. I prefer to do this in the kitchen because it's usually where the big table is and it's just a wider space to work in. And once you're done, I hope you like your shoe and I hope it comes out awesome. And remember these steps. Thank you.